Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBuyingGuide.com. Today I'm taking a look at the Gospel according to Mark from Kindred. This is a single volume that contains the entire book of Mark with lots of photos. It is perfect bound with heavy stock paper, glossy paper, with a premium finish. And that finish, you can feel the text as you run your finger across that page. It's pretty. So let's take a look. It is the New American Bible Revised Edition. Full disclosure, this isn't one of the translations that I read, but if you do read that translation, I think you're going to like this. And I think this is pretty, so I wanted to show it to you. So it starts with a book introduction. Many pages have full color photos all throughout. It's beautiful. So there's our book introduction to Mark. It basically summarizes the main sections of Mark, printed with a 10-point font, and then gives us an outline, and we'll see this outline reprinted on some of the pages. And then it gives us a title. Many of the pages have a title. Each chapter has its own title page. The titles of the sections are from the outline. And then we have our text. It's a 10-point font. Single column mostly, but there are a few that are double column. And then we have our footnotes underneath, and the footnotes are marked with an asterisk. It does include the verse numbers, and sometimes the footnotes are on the side, sometimes they're on the bottom, so it just depends on the page. Every page is different. The section headings, the titles for the pages, seem to follow the section headings of the New American Bible Revised Edition. Some of them are a little bit different, so they may be a different version, or it might be just loosely following it. I'm not really sure. But then we have our book name, and then the verses that are on this 2 pages appear in the corner. Just a quick look through here. This is beautiful. And then some are narrow, and then some are wide. Some are printed over photos. Some are printed just over color. There's one printed over a photo. Here we have a narrow column. There we have a wide single column. So lots of different designs and styles. And then with it including the verse numbers, they do stand out, and so do the footnotes. We'll also see footnotes with letters and with asterisks. And these do stand out a little bit. So for me, for readability, I would almost like to see all this taken away so that it's just the text. With all this, it does make it better for study. So I think the idea is that it can be used for both. Just a quick glance through here. Beautiful photography all through this. I love the text. It reminds me of website design, which is why I wanted to review this. I write about web design for a living, so when you see this kind of layout, it draws me to web design. And it also shows the kind of designs that I like to look at. Just pretty. And there's one of the double column. So they do change around. They do have different types of settings, different types of layouts. Beautiful photography, beautiful typography. So if you do read the New American Bible, I think you're going to love this. I like to see this in other translations as well. So Kindred did send me this in exchange for an honest review. I love the design. I love the look of it. I wouldn't mind seeing the references and footnotes and things taken away to make it more readable, but it does make sense what they're doing in making it easy for study. I would at least like to see the verse numbers smaller. They do stand out, so it's not as readable as I'd like it to be, but it's still pretty. I love the look of this. I'll place some links in the notes where you can make a purchase if you're interested. This is $19.99 at kindredapostle.com. And I'll also place a link to the written review at Bible Buying Guide with a little bit more detail and some photos. And thanks for watching.